We will see questions which were asked in previous competitive exams such as IEEE, yeah, IIT JEE Mains, Advanced, and state level exams. First question is, let A bar and B bar be two vectors such that magnitude of A plus B is equal to root 3. And the relation is given where C bar is equal to A plus 2B plus 3 times A cross B. Then 2C is equal to question mark, 2 into magnitude of C. So how can we get this value? We have four options over here. What is given to us? It is given that C is equal to A plus 2B plus 3 times A cross B. I want 2 times magnitude of C. So magnitude of C I can get if I square this term. So say suppose squaring on both sides, I'm going to get C square is equal to A plus B plus C the whole square format. Magnitude of C square is going to be equal to magnitude of C square. And if I expand this A plus B plus C the whole square, I'm going to get A square plus 4B square plus 9 times A cross B the whole square. So what are the values that I will need? When I will going to expand this A cross B the whole square, I'm going to get A square into magnitude of B square into sine of theta. So first of all, I am going to need the angle between A and B. How can I find that angle between A and B? For that, another piece of information is given, which is A plus B is equal to root 3. So we'll start with this term, A plus B is equal to root 3. Square on both sides. Therefore, I can say magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square plus 2 times of AB is equal to root 3. It is given that A and B are two unit vectors. So magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is also 1. I'm going to simplify this. And from here, 2AB is nothing but applying dot product over here. I can say this is 2 magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cos of theta, which is equal to root 3. And this is 1 plus 1. So simplify this. 1 plus 1 is 2. This 2 over here I have root 3. Magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 1. So simplifying, I'll get value of my theta. And once I get theta, I can substitute over here. So let's see the solution. A plus B is given. Therefore, on simplification, I get theta is equal to 60 degrees. So even if you see this, 1 plus 1 is 2. If I move 2 to other side, root 3 square is going to be 3. 3 minus 1 plus 1, 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. And I take 2 on other side. Cos theta is going to be equal to half. But cos 60 is half. Therefore, angle between A and B is 60. A cross B is going to be a resultant vector which is going to be perpendicular to the plane which has A and B. C bar is given to us, squaring on both sides, we get this. We know all the values, we are just substituting the values. When we are going to square, we are going to get A square plus B square. So 2B square is going to be 4B square plus C square, 3 square 9 and A cross B square plus 2AB. So 2 into A into B. So A into 2B is going to be 4AB. So there is a printing mistake. It should be 4AB plus 2BC. So this into this, as there is B bar, the value of that term is going to be 0 plus 2AC. Again, A and A, the multiplication is going to be 0 because in your box product, your two rows would be identical. So this and this other two terms are 0. You just have 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms. So simplifying this, you get this term. As I said previously, 4 was not written over here, therefore 4 should be present. In the next step, 4 is written. A dot B is AB cos theta. So that 4 is written over here. Just simplify this, substitute value of cos 60, sin 60, value of A and B, magnitude is also given, which is 1 and 1, which is equal to 55 by 4. Therefore, this gives me this term. This is nothing but value of C square. What I want is just magnitude of C. So taking square roots, magnitude of C is equal to 55 by 2. Shift 2 to other side. Also, we are considering magnitude, so only positive side is considered. We don't have minus sign in this. The shortest distance between the skew lines is equal to question mark. So what is the shortest distance between any two lines? Shortest distance is going to be perpendicular lines, perpendicular distance between those two lines. But what are skew lines? Skew lines are those lines which are not going to intersect and which are also not parallel. So they might lie in different planes and they are not going to intersect, because if two lines are intersecting, the shortest distance is always going to be equal to 0. So how can we find the shortest distance between two skew lines when the line equation is given in this format? So formula for that is, these are your 4 options. So formula to find the shortest distance is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, which is divided by under root of, cross multiply this and this. So that is going to be b1 c2 plus c1 b2 the whole square, plus in next step cross multiply these two, so that would be a1 a2, it's minus of b1 a2 the whole square, plus then multiply the end coordinates, so a1 c2 plus minus c1 a2 the whole square. So what are the values that you are going to need in this case? You would need x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2, and you are going to need a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. So x1, x2, x1, y1, z1 is nothing but your coordinates of point 1, and x2, y2, z2 is coordinates of your point 2. So how can you get a point? So it's given in this format: x minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. So comparing, I can say that my a value is going to be 3, 4 and minus 2. Similarly, my b coordinates I'll get from this, which are 1, minus 7, minus 2. My a1, b1, c1 is going to be this, so minus 1, 2 and 1. And my a2, b2, c2 is going to be this, so that is 1, 3 and 2. I have all my values which are required. Substitute all these values in this equation, we get an answer. So let's see the solution. As I said, we get the point first, then our ratios. Just substitute those values, and that is the final answer. 35 upon root 35 cancels out root. Answer is equal to under root 35. If you want to note down this formula, you can note down this formula to find perpendicular distance between two skew lines is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2 divided by root of cross multiplications between them, the whole squares, whole square, whole square, and add all the 3 terms. Also, there is one more formula. Say suppose lines are given in this format, equation of line say suppose R1 equation is A1 plus lambda B1, and equation of R2 is A2 plus lambda times B2. Then the perpendicular distance or the shortest distance between these two lines is also equal to A2 minus A1 multiplied with B1 cross B2, this magnitude whole term upon magnitude of B1 cross B2. So you can use two formulas. You can either use this formula, or if the equation of lines is given in your vector format, R1 is equal to A1 plus lambda B, then you can use this formula. Formula for this one is A2 minus A1 B1 cross B2 upon magnitude of B1 cross B2. Okay, let's move to next question. Here A, B and C, three vectors are given. You have to find the volume of parallel pipe with co-terminal edges this, this and this. So volume of parallel pipe with co-terminal edges A, B and C is simple. It's A, B, C box product. But over here, you don't have the sides as A, B, C. The co-terminal edges are A plus B, B plus C and C plus A. So volume of parallel pipe is going to be A plus B, B plus C and C plus A. How can we simplify this term? In yesterday's lecture, we have seen formula for this. This term, if the addition comes in cyclic format, A plus B, B plus C, C plus A, value of that term is directly equal to 2 times A, B, C. So yesterday we have seen three formulas. If there is addition between the cyclic terms A plus B, B plus C, C plus A, answer is directly equal to 2 times A, B, C. And in this case, we have A, B and C value. So directly substitute in the box product and expand the determinant to get the answer. We have also seen formula for this one, A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. Value of this term is directly equal to 0. We have also seen if there is a cross product, A cross B, B cross C and C cross A, value of this box product is equal to ABC the whole square. So depending on which formula is required, we can use, in this particular case, our first formula was used. So the solution is this. Volume is going to be 2 times of ABC, substitute the values, expand the determinant, and we get answer. The Cartesian equation of the plane, which is passing through this point and which is parallel to this and this. So move to next question. If there are three vectors A, B, C such that mod values are given of each vector A, B and C, also dot product is given A dot B, A dot C, then I have to find value of ABC box product. So simple, all the values are already given to us. We can say that ABC is nothing but A dot B cross C, and then expand this term. On expansion, I'm going to get, there is a dot product between this and this. So A dot B is nothing but A B cos of theta. So as there is square present, I get this. Why did I take square on both sides? So that when I'm going to expand the bracket, I'm going to get, instead of A, I will get magnitude of A the whole square. And I have a value of magnitude of A. Magnitude of A is nothing but 1. Okay, which values I don't have? I don't have B cross C currently. And I don't have this angle. But what would be value of this term, B cross C? B cross C, the whole square, I can say that is equal to BC into sine of angle between B and C, and there is square present, so square, square, and square. I have magnitude B1, magnitude C1, and sine of angle between B and C. It is given that AB and AC is 0. So if dot product is 0, it means that the angle between these two is going to be 90. So angle between AB and angle between AC is 90. Therefore, I can say that the angle between B and C is 90 degrees. And there is B cross C. So there is a perpendicular which is drawn to this plane, B cross C. And I also know that A is also perpendicular to B cross C. So the vectors A bar and the perpendicular to B and C plane, these are going to be parallel. Therefore, the angle in this particular case is going to be 0 degrees, and cos 0 is equal to 1. Similarly, angle over here is going to be 90 degrees and sin 90 is 1. So, and all the remaining values, so we can substitute them to get an answer. So let's go through this. If you have any questions till question number 5, ask. Any formula is not clear or any step is not clear, type in yes or no if you have any doubts or queries. Some of you have joined late when first question was nearly finished. Is there any doubt up till question number 5? We haven't seen question number 4 because it's not linked currently to the type of question that we are seeing. We'll go back to that question again. No doubt from Neha. Others, Prathamesh, Rutvik, Srushti, Omkar, Preeti, Tanvi, Ayush. Rutvik is saying no doubts. Good. Okay. The names that I see every day are Prathamesh, Rutvik, Srushti, Omkar, Tanvi. Perfect. Aisha is also saying no doubt. Good. So let's continue. If this is given equal to lambda times ABC square, then lambda is equal to. So no need to solve this. As I've already said, value of this term is equal to ABC the whole square. But in this particular case, lambda is also written. So what should be lambda? It should be 1. So directly you can write option 2 is your correct answer without solving. If you want to solve, you can expand and get your answer. The shortest distance between the skew lines. So we have discussed previously. Here, the equation is given in this format: A plus T B. So let us say A1 bar plus T times B1 bar. And this is, say, suppose A2 plus T times of B2 bar. What is the formula? Formula is A2 minus A1 B1 cross B2 upon magnitude of B1 cross B2. How can I get A2 minus A1? Simple. So from 4 minus 1, that's 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 6 minus 3 is 3. Therefore, I can say that A2 minus A1 is equal to 3i plus 3j plus 3k. What else I'm going to need? I'm going to need B1 cross B2. How can I get B1 cross B2? Cross multiplication between B1 and B2. Formula for that is I, j, k. My B1 is 1, 3, 2, and B2 is 2, 3, and 1. So simplify this, 3 minus this, so minus 3i, 1 minus 4, minus 3j, and minus, so this would be plus 3j, 3 minus 6k, that is minus of 3k. What would be value of b1 cross b2? Under root of minus 3 square plus 3 square plus minus 3 square. So that's 9 plus 9 plus 9. That is under root of 27. You can take 3 common later on. What does our formula say? That the distance or the shortest distance or the perpendicular distance between the two lines is this. And we have already found out these terms. So a2 minus a1 is 3i plus 3j plus 3k multiplied with b1 cross b2 is your this term, which is minus 3i plus 3j minus 3k. This whole term is divided by b1 cross b2, which is equal to under root of 27. So simplifying this, I'm going to get 3i into minus 3i minus 9, 3j into plus this is going to be plus 9, and 3i into minus of 3k is going to be again minus 9. So plus 9 minus 9 cancels out. I have this upon under root of 27. I want distance, so I can ignore the minus sign. So my final answer is equal to 9 by root 27. So let's see what options are. I have 3, 2 root 3, and fourth option is this. So 9 can be written as 3 into 3. 27, I can take 9 into 3, and 3, 9 square root is 3. So 27 can be written as 3 root 3. This. So this and this will get cancelled out, and therefore my answer is equal to root of 3. Therefore this 1 is to 3. Easy. In this particular solution, different formula is used. This formula is a minus c bd, but instead of using this formula, go by the method that I have told. You can directly get your formula by using, you can get your answer easily if you use the formula directly, a2 minus a1 dot b1 cross b2, the whole term upon magnitude of b1 cross b2. So just simplify this to get your answer. The answer is going to come same even if you go by any of the methods, even if you go by this method or the previous method. Answer is going to be root 3 in both the cases. If x, y, z are non-zero real numbers and you have a bar, b bar, and c bar such that relation is given to you a cross b, what you have to find is this term a, b, and c. So how can you get value of this term? I can say that this is also equal to a dot b cross c, or I can also say that is also equal to a cross b multiplied with c. I already have value of a cross b, which is given over here, and also I have value of term c. I can just substitute these values to get this term. So a cross b, it's already given as this, and if I use my formula, there is few unknown terms x, y, and z. To get values of those unknown terms, I'll just equate. After equating, I'm going to get my x, y, and z values, and then directly substitute in this one. So that is going to be my answer. The shortest distance, as I said earlier, consider this one A1, this one B1, this is your A2, this is your B2, and apply your formula A2 minus A1 multiplied with B1 cross of B2, the whole term divided by magnitude of B1 and B2. After solving, the final answer comes as this. In next question, a unit vector which is coplanar with this and this, and the unit vector is also perpendicular to this, that vector is question mark. The four options which are given are as follows. So instead of going by traditional method, what we can do over here is, it's given that a unit vector is coplanar with these two vectors. Suppose this vector is A bar and this vector is B bar. Let us say the vector that we have to find is C bar. The vector C bar is coplanar with A and B. That means the box product of A, B and C is going to be 0. I already have my A and B. I don't have the value of C, but value of C is going to be one of these four options. So instead of solving to get the value of C, I can use substitution method. I can first assume that value of C be equal to this term, value of C be equal to this term, value of C be equal to this, and then value of C is equal to this. So I'll substitute each of the values correspondingly, and whichever equation, suppose equation number 1 satisfies when I'm going to substitute C is equal to 1 by root 2 j plus k, which satisfies this equation of A, B, C being equal to 0, then I can say that value of C is equal to this. So instead of solving, what we can do is, we can use substitution method and substitute your options. So option number C satisfies the given condition. Therefore, I can say that is my answer. Okay, so you can go through these questions. If you have any doubt till question number 10, you can ask. So Prathamesh, Rutvik, Omkar, Tanvi, Ayush, Neha, Srushti. Do you have any doubts till question number 10? No doubt from Ayush. Others? Rutvik is saying it's clear. Perfect. Yeah, no doubts. Good. Tanvi, Srushti is saying no doubts. Okay, so let's move on. Let us see a few more questions which were asked in your JEE exam. Is the green screen visible? So magnitude of okay, perfect. So these are the questions that were asked in your mains exam. Magnitude of perpendicular lines A, B, and C are 2, 10, and 11. You have to find the resultant magnitude which is present. Therefore, we can directly say that resultant magnitude is going to be under root of a square plus b square plus c square, which is equal to 2 square plus 10 square plus 11 square. So that's 4 plus 100 plus 121, which is under root 225. Taking square root on both sides, the resultant is 15. Next question is, there are 3 vectors which are having magnitude of 3, 4 and 5. Another condition is given, which is a plus b plus c is equal to 0, and value of this is to be found out. AB, BC and CA is equal to question mark. Whenever this condition is given, a plus b plus c is 0 or a minus b minus c, square on both sides, because when you're going to square, you'll get relation between a plus b plus c and a minus b minus c. Or when this is given, a plus b plus c is equal to 0, and you have to find this AB, BC, CA. Similarly, you have to square on both sides. When you're going to expand the brackets, you are going to get this term. So if I square a plus b plus c, I can get this square is equal to 0 square, which is 0. Applying my formula, a square plus magnitude of b square plus magnitude of c square plus 2 times, in the bracket I'll have AB, BC and CA. Magnitude of a square is given 3, so 3 square is 9. B is given as 4, so this would be 16. Magnitude of C is 5, so this is 25. Plus 2 times of this term, AB, BC, CA. So that is equal to 25 plus 16 plus 9, 50. Take on other side, minus 50 and divide by 2, so minus of 25. So this answer is equal to minus of 25. Any doubt in these 2 particular questions? You have 10 seconds. Pretty straightforward. Perfect, no doubt from Omkar. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Next question which was asked is, you have to find the value of a bar dot b plus c crossed with a plus b plus c. And in this particular question, your options were 0, 1, 2 and 3. So you have to find the value of this whole term by simplifying. So I'll use my basic dot product and cross product properties. First I'll multiply with b and then I'll multiply with c to all the terms. So over here I will get b cross a plus b cross b plus b cross c. Multiplying c, I'm going to get c cross a, c cross b and c cross c. A dot b cross a, this is nothing but AB and A box product. Therefore I'll multiply A inside to each and every term. So I will get over here ABA. Multiplying with A inside over here, I will get ABB. A dot B cross C would be ABC. This would be ACA plus ACB and ACC. Two rows are same over here, A and A. Therefore value of this term is going to be 0. Two rows are same over B and B. So value of this is 0. The only term left is ABC. ACC, two rows are same, value is 0. ACB I can write over here. and ACC again, two rows are same, therefore value is 0, which is equal to ABC plus ACB. I can say that ACB is what? The two rows are interchanged, therefore minus sign of ABC. Therefore ABC and minus of ABC will get cancelled out to give my final answer, which is 0. Next question. It is given that ABC are non-negative vectors. Also, the values of A, B, and C are given, which is AI plus AJ plus AK is your first vector, I plus K is your second vector, and Ci plus Cj plus Bk is third vector. Your option is to check whether the vectors A, B, and C are in arithmetic progression, are in geometric progression, or are in harmonic progression. So yesterday we have seen conditions for AP, GP, and HP. So it would be in arithmetic progression if middle term is nothing but addition of extreme terms upon 2. So I can say it will be in AP if B is equal to A plus C upon 2. Similarly, it will be in geometric progression if it satisfies that the constant ratio is same. Therefore, if B square is equal to AC, I can say that AB and AC or ABC, these three terms are in geometric progression. So pretty straightforward, you just have to simplify this. The three vectors are given AA, AI, AJ, AK. Sorry, AI, AJ, it's CK. So AAC, I plus I coefficient is 1, J no coefficient, K coefficient is 1. Ci plus Cj plus Bk. So I have C, C and B over here. So expand this, or before expanding, what we can do is we can do column 2 minus column 1. So this terms will also get cancelled out. So we can easily expand the bracket. No changes in my column 1. In column 2, what I'm doing is column 2 minus column 1. So A minus A, 0, 0 minus 1, C minus C, 0. And here I have C, 1 and B. Now I can expand this easily. So A into this would be minus of B. So minus of AB is plus 0 square is 0. And this is C into 0 minus of minus C. So that is going to be plus C. So C into C, C square. So after expansion, I'm going to get minus of AB plus C square. Therefore, I can say that C square is equal to AB, which means A, B, and C are in geometric progression. Any doubts until this point? The 4 questions that we are seeing. Okay. So let's see one last question. A is given, which is 2i plus 2j minus of 2k. B is given as I plus j. There is a vector C such that it satisfies this condition. Also, value of C minus A is given as 2 root 2. Angle is also given between A cross B and C, which is equal to 30 degrees. What you have to do is you have to find value of this term, A cross B cross C. So first of all, what is this term? A cross B cross of C. This is your vector triple product. So first you need to know what is value of this term or how to solve this kind of questions. So if this is given to you, A cross B cross C, formula for that is A dot C multiplied with B. First take the extreme terms, so AC multiplied with this term, then take this and this, so minus of A dot B multiplied with the third term. So this is your vector triple product formula. This is your standard formula. A cross B cross C is equal to, first take extreme terms, A dot C, multiply that with B, subtract A dot B, and then multiply that term with C. So in this particular case, we are asked value of this term, that is, we have asked the value of vector triple product, and vector triple product formula is this. So what are the values that we are going to need? First, we will need this value, A dot C. Luckily, this value is directly given to us over here. A dot C is nothing but magnitude of C. So I can substitute magnitude of C in this case directly. I'm going to need another value, which is A dot B. And I can get value of A dot B from these two terms. A and B are given to me. Therefore, A dot B is going to be AB cos of theta. But how much would be my theta? So whenever I'm going to use my dot product, I can use this. Angle between A cross B and C is given as 30 degrees. From here, I can find the angle between A dot B. I have all my terms. I'm going to substitute all the terms in this one to get my final answer. Perfect. We'll stop over here. Are there any doubts in the question that we have seen? So as previously stated, we are making a mixed use of your green screen and slides. As few of you wanted a bit of green screen usage and others wanted usage of slides. So in the past two lectures, we are using both green screens and slides. Also on slides, we are using pen to write, so that makes it much easier to understand. So are there any other doubts? Or is this method comfortable to every one of you? Okay, perfect. We'll stop here then. Thank you, everyone.